Amy Robach says her relationship with TJ Holmes has grown as a result of the Raw podcast episode, Observed Us Differently. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, the former co-anchors of Good Morning America, released a tearful episode of their podcast in January, talking about their relationship problems. The duo is now going on as a couple. The 51-year-old Robach and 46-year-old Holmes discussed their January argument and how they had since experienced a beautiful stretch in their relationship in the most recent episode of their Amy and TJ podcast, which was published on Tuesday. After our fight, or non-fight, depending on what it was, we had to listen to it 5 times, put it up, and observe and hear how people responded to it. I felt like I was in a shift, Robach remarked. I had a different perspective on myself. I had a different impression of you. I felt purposeful in a way that I hadn't felt before, and I saw us differently. In addition to her own assessment of how I wanted to react to you, react to my own emotions, check my ego, all of those things, Robach credited the change to the goal setting she and Holmes completed together following their Candid podcast episode. And I must say, we've had an incredibly lovely stretch, she continued. Robach went on, it's important to cherish the good times. Everybody always brings up the negative things that happen. But sometimes you might also say, hey, we're doing well. Being able to express that to someone is beneficial. Robach and Holmes vented their displeasure to one another on their podcast in January, sparking a heated debate about their communication problems. The former co-anchors of GMA3, What You Need to Know, affirmed in an Instagram reel that they were still together and working through their problems shortly after the episode's premiere. Robach and Holmes discussed in their Tuesday speech how they just spent Robach's 51st birthday in New Orleans and New York City together. We spent 3 nights there. Each night we went to bed and I would say we were asleep by 10:30, disclosed Robach. The wonderful thing about that, and once more, is, I know I sound so elderly, but we were still able to rise early and go for runs at 6 in the morning.